Coming in over the blue line into the Sea Dog zone. Here's Jettleson. He'll shoot, save made, rebound, and they score. The Eagles take a front of the goal. And it's going to be a first goal, it looks like. As it's Adam Close tinging the twine for the first. Waiting a long time for that one. Adam Close, Johnny on the spot in front. Go to the blue paint and get rewarded. And it starts Jettleson rushing the puck up the right side. Sharp angle shot, Close in front, jamming away. Somebody goal of his Q career. Puck comes down to Soche behind the net. Max Soche has family in attendance this week. Puck thrown to Romeo. Soche pushed off the puck by Villain. Puck comes along the right side. Brody down the wall there for Close. Close now for Soche. Soche will throw it up to the front of the net. Rebound in front. Close has got another one. Adam Close's second career goal. Just 5:03 into the game. What a night for that young man. And the Eagles lead 2-0. And it was a really strange play. Soche tried to make a pass from behind the net. He was trying to find Close, who would have been in the same spot as he scored the first one, essentially, at the top of the blue paint. The puck took him. He'll skate back towards his own zone, moves it back for Villain. Villain now for Donovan. Donovan will skate up over center over the blue line into the Eagle zone. Pass to the sideboards. Moran Murnix pass in front. What a save made by Hamel. For Adam Close. Puck comes back to the point. There for Wasmer. Rung along the low boards. Now comes out in front. Chance for Fullerton, and he scores. Angelo Fullerton back at center 200. Finds himself alone between the hash marks. Rips it over Felix Hamel. And the former Eagles got one against his old team. That's going to make it 2-1. Sea Dogs. And I have to say the Sea Dogs came out of that video review and really responded well. It was like that third goal ended up acting as a warning shot. And there was a battle between Guinish and I believe what has happened thus far in the first period. Puck comes now for Croteau. He'll drop it back, turned over to Sharon. Sharon now to Pilling. Pilling shot. Scores! That's not coming back! No way! Rory Pilling's got his first for real. Keep the puck! Rory Pilling, for the second time this period, scores the first goal of his QMJ chokes. Rory Pilling tings the twine. A beautiful feed from Sharon, a beautiful finish for Rory Pilling like he'd done it 100 times before. And the Eagles lead 3-1. What a moment, and 1:02 left in the penalty. Eagles lead 3-1. St. John on the first power play of the game for either side. Here's Murnix, left circle, shooting and a save made. Rebound! Oh, and it's on the line. Grew a shot somehow. Hamel saved that. Back to the point for Villain. Now Morin has it. You hear the stick banging. That means the penalty's about to come to an end. As Chartrand has it for St. John. Chartrand, a shot, scores! A rising shot from Cameron Chartrand, his second of the season. And that's not going to go down as a power play goal, but kind of is, I guess, in a way. Chartrand rips it over there by the St. John defenseman. As he was pretty much at the top of the circle. A riser evades Felix Hamel, and it's 3-2. We've seen just about everything in this first period. As face-off will come at center. Don't have many fashion rules, but that's one of them. Draw one by St. John. Croteau will send it over to Beveridge. He'll turn it over. Here's a chance for Soche. A shot, a save made. Romeo buzzing around. Played deep. Puck comes back to the other side. Jumping in is Brody. Here's Brody. Had all kinds of open ice. He'll send it back to Jettleson at right point. Jettleson shooting, and a glove grab there by Robinson. He'll cover for a face-off with a left. Here's an opportunity for Jettleson, top of the circle. Jettleson now trying to get it to Pilling. A shot save made. Riemann is loose. Jettleson jamming away and sprawling out to make the save. L'Italien now sends it to Brody. Brody will move the puck there to Klaus. Klaus down the wall. There's a chance for Soche, and a save made. As a Soche trying to stab it out of the zone. He couldn't get it the first time. He got it the second time. Puck comes back into St. John territory. Here's Jean Drage heading up the right wing. A shot, a save made. And it's covered up there by Roger. That's coming up at the intermission Eagles birthdays. Draw one by St. John. Duhamel will be pressed there by Klaus. Now Grew for Fullerton. Here's Fullerton coming in, trying to dig around Jettleson. Fullerton, a shot, a save made. Just prior to the season. Wasmer will dump it into the Eagle zone. as a commit to the University of Maine next year. He'll send the puck back to Chartrand. Chartrand shooting through traffic. Chance in front for Dubé, and he scores. Oh boy, you could see that coming. There was a sea of bodies between Dubé and the net, but there wasn't that much space. And he was able to put it by Hamel. I don't know how much visibility Hamel would have had of that on the hash marks. And he just kind of made himself invisible, did Elliot Dubé. And actually, he was the one who originally knocked the puck down. It came on a point shot. And Dubé got a stick on it, and then he ended up getting the rebound and put it by. So we've got territory. Gendron coming in over the blue line up the right side. Drop pass there for Burke. He ends up turning it over. Play goes the other way now onto the stick of Morin. Coming into the Eagles zone now, Donovan. Right circle, pass across. There's Duhamel, a shot, toe save. Dogs late tying goal in the second period, courtesy of Elliot Dubé. As the draw won by the Eagles, Romeo will send it now to Jettelson. Jettelson, a shot, chance in front, shaving away Soche. Another chance, another denial there. A couple of pad saves by Robinson. Eagles buzzing down the right side. Puck comes now, looking for Dubé behind the net. Dubé had that tying goal in the last minute of the second period. Dubé will fire the puck towards the goal. Here's Beaulieu coming in, shot, scores. Oh, you could see that coming. St. John came out on fire to start the third period. Beveridge running a screen in front, and Beaulieu just under the crossbar. And for the first time in the game, the Sea Dogs have the lead. And it's a shot from Jacob Beaulieu, the fourth-year forward, alternate captain of the Sea Dogs, has been battling for ice time in and out of the lineup. And he has himself a goal to put St. John ahead by a score of 4 to Eagle zone. For Donovan, back to Rossi. Dylan Rossi in the corner, back to Duhamel. Duhamel sends it across for Grew. 2.5 left in the Eagles penalty. Here's Duhamel for Rossi, a shot, and he scores. Oh boy, it goes full circle as it's Dylan Rossi on the power play. And that is a tough break for the Eagles, but it's a 5-3 lead for St. John. Off the island is Dylan Rossi, ripping that 5th Sea Dogs goal by Hamel, who just couldn't get over in time. And the Sea Dogs still on the power play for another 2:27. And the Eagles a little bit shell-shocked here, but they're going to have to chasing after. It's Hartland. Hartland skating up the wall. However, we have a bit of a problem here. The Eagles, they don't have anybody in the box serving the penalty to Brody. Del Durante scores! It doesn't matter! Eagles score! And it's a 5-4 game! The Eagles with an unofficial shorthanded goal from Jacob Del Durante. Oh boy, you can write a book about this game. I was waiting. Who's coming out of the box? Nobody, and it doesn't matter. Del Durante with a goal for the Eagles, and it's a 5-4 score. His second. Boards, 1:24 left in a 1-goal game. The Eagles trailing. Puck comes back out to neutral territory. It could be a 2-on-1 here for St. John. Del Durante trying to get to it first. Del Durante dives, but he can't stop Beaulieu, and he is going to score. Boy, Jacob Del Durante did absolutely everything to get the Eagles back into this game. Scored the goal to make it 5-4, faced with a 2-on-1. And ordinarily, as a defenseman, if you're faced with a 2-on-1, you take the pass. But if it's a 2-on-1 on an open net, you got to go after the puck.